Independence Reno, you requested this, so this is for you.
You asked for Dragnar Academy.
Dragnar.
Dragnar Academy.
I thought it was Dragon Academy when I read it.
um, let's see here. Genre is considered fantasy, romantic comedy, and harem. So
Harem.
Yeah.
I knew a chick that liked to write reverse harems.
Oh God.
Guess she just liked to get busy.
So she's just a whore. It's fine. That's what she wrote as horror story. Not horror, just horror. All right. It was originally written by Shiki Mizuchi. For the manga, anyway. The anime TV series was directed by Shinsuke Tada and Tomoyuki Kurokawa. 12 episodes, and you can actually watch it on Crunchyroll right now.
Well, who needs Crunchyroll when you got Netflix?
The anime ran from April through June of 2014.
April through June?
2 months.
Okay.
So 3 months. Yeah. So they
4, 8, 12, yeah.
Yeah. So first episode is called A Boy and His Dragon. It's in the actual Japanese name of it is Saikoku no Dragnar is the Japanese name for the
And there's dragon on there.
Saikoku no Dragnar instead of Dragnar Academy. All right. The first episode, Ash Blake is a senior student of the famous Anne Sullivan Dragnar Academy, but branded as the #1 problem child for having no dragon pal. Other than capable of riding other pals, he hides one secret beneath his arm from everyone. He has this mark all the way up his arm. One day during a dragon rearing spar, Ash accidentally got himself into an argument with the prideful crown princess Sylvia Lautremont. Through a provoked act about his pal being dead, Ash challenges Sylvia in the annual Ares Dragnar Festival race to take back her words. During the race, Ash forfeits his victory, where he crashes off some opponents conspiring against the princess during the race. While returning back to the school, Ash stumbles upon a mysterious figure named Milgaus and his bodyguard Anya, who nearly drives him off of the edge of a cliff. Then, after a falling moment, his right arm starts to glow. So he falls, his arm starts to glow, and born right out of Ash's secret star brand is what this tattoo is called, appears a girl. So it's his dragon, basically. Next episode is titled "Ties That Bind the Astral Flow." So Ash finally has his pal born, a dragon named Echo, or Echo, I guess is the better way to pronounce it, who is actually a human girl style of character rather than looking like an actual dragon.
Echo, like the Marvel's movie that's #1.
Yeah. To make matters more problematic, the thunderous young dragon declares that she is his master and he is not hers. After a touring stroll around the Academy City, someone has their sights set on Echo to be more than a valuable research subject. The difference between this and the actual novel, the event where Ash names Echo is placed during her visit to the town in the anime, when it was moments after her birth during the novel.
Okay.
So they changed a couple of things around a little bit.
So it fit better in a animation way?
Yeah.
Or I guess formatted to fit a different medium.
Right. So, let's see here. Next episode is called Riot in the Streets. So a hesitant Ash becomes enraged as he becomes urged as he was invited to join the city council by the seductive president Rebecca Randall.
The most American name.
Well, his too. His is Ash Blake.
Oh yeah, is it? I thought it was Ash Ketchum.
No.
Trying to catch all those dragons.
Trying to catch all.
I want to be in the wave.
While on a cafeteria break, the mysterious intruders Ash encountered during the Ares Festival start spurring chaos by summoning an undead dragon that captures and swallows Echo whole in the process.
God dang, Attack on Titans all over again. He comes out looking like a dragon.
While Ash struggles to rescue her, they're trying to figure out at the end of the episode, can she fix up his arc set to save the day? So, I don't know.
Can she? The answer is no when he dies.
Next episode is called Iron Blood Valkyrie. 10 days after Necromancia's attack, which is the undead dragon, Ash and Sylvia were admitted to the student council per Rebecca's request. Ash tries to balance towards his newfound school duties while keeping his secret identity as the heroic Silver Knight of the incident. So basically, Echo was able to grant him a power, basically, to become like a Silver Knight. And she ended up being saved. And the undead dragon defeated. Meanwhile, Sylvia receives a message that her older sister, Veronica Lautremont, the Iron Blood Valkyrie, is coming for a visit. And Sylvia does not look the least bit happy about it. So then we go into the Ice Blue Princess is the next episode. The Iron Blood Valkyrie, Veronica Lautremont, reunites with her little sister Sylvia after 4 years. Disappointed with her sister's progress as a Dragnar, she commences an arranged marriage with Glenn McGuire. These are very American names.
McGuire.
McGuire.
So you're making them baseball home runs?
Yes. Her bodyguard and once her brother's best friend. As Sylvia struggles against the iron fist pressure of her sister, a terrorist attack is launched on the church she is praying at, led by the well-known assassin Advoca the Convicted. We go into episode 6. It's called The Blue Bryanak. Veronica orders Sylvia to pray for forgiveness for her weakness at the church. While there, the church is taken over by a group of bandits led by the guerrilla Advoca Kilskaya, who threatens to bomb the church with everyone in it. Ash goes in to negotiate with her while Veronica initiates her plan to save everyone, even though initially she planned to let Advoca blow up the church.
Well, damn, girl.
I know. This ultimately results in Sylvia and the citizens being saved. Episode 7. Luca Sarlinen. After Ash is chosen to go to a training camp, they find out about the last student council member named Luca, who has a greater reputation than that of the student council president. She has a problem with her dragon Gawain. I guess it'd be Gawain. Gawain. And it's up to the student council members as friends to help her. We go into episode 8 called Moonlit Roar. After arriving at the training camp, the student council continues their efforts to talk with Gawain. After managing to get on his back, Ash is knocked out and speaks with Gawain in the High Dragon Workshop. While there, Ash finds out that the reason Gawain will not let Luca ride him is because that the two had an accident recently and he does not want to put her in charge like he did before. So the dragon doesn't trust his rider.
Well, damn, ain't that a great way to establish a relationship?
Episode 9 is called Dragon Dance. After Gawain goes missing, it is up to Ash.
Dance of Dragons?
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
It's up to Ash, Silva, and Echo to find Luca to help Luca find him. Meanwhile, the camp is attacked by a horde of Necromancia, which are the undead dragons. Students and the staff fight them off. The group finds Gawain, but Milgaus is there with a large Necromancia dragon. The group defeats him and the dragon. They kill the Necromancia dragons at the school and rescue Gawain. So, all's well that ends well, basically. Episode 10, Assembly in Fontaine. It's a lot of American and French words. Sylvia, Ash, and Echo are invited to the capital by Sylvia's father so he can meet them. Upon reaching the capital, Sylvia meets up with her father while Ash and Echo explore the city. Once Ash meets Sylvia's father, he appoints him as a Dragnar. So he becomes a Dragnar at that point, instead of just being one at the academy. Meanwhile, an evil group plots behind the scenes and waits to start its plan to kidnap Echo and awaken her dragon form. Because she's been in human form the entire time.
Oh, really? Huh.
Episode 11 is called Yggdrasil Rising.
Yggdrasil. Great choice. Now we're in Norse mythology.
Yeah. Remember, Yggdrasil is also part of Overlord. That's the only reason I can look at that word and know what it says.
You know what word is crazy to look at in Greek mythology that I only learned from playing God of War is Hecatoncheires? Like, if you ever look at it, you will blow your brain out.
It's like, huh?
And I can recite it perfectly just from the game.
After realizing that she will never be with Ash, Echo runs off. While outside and away from people, Echo is kidnapped by the evil group.
God dang it.
While Sylvia and Ash search for her, they find out she was abducted and go to rescue her. Going into episode 12, the star branded Dragnar, which is actually what the Japanese words really mean in the title. The actual title of the anime itself.
Okay.
So now we finally get the actual,
Oh.
because the American version of it is not the same as what the Japanese version is. The evil group complete their plan and force Echo into her dragon form. Echo is then possessed by the spirit who formerly resided in Sylvia's brother's body. Echo loses control of her body and wreaks havoc across the city. This causes Ash to jump into action, venturing into Echo's mind. Ash fights and defeats the spirit, returning Echo to her human form and saving the city. And that is how the first season ends.
Yay.
We're going to go over a couple of the characters here so that way you at least understand them a little bit better.
Okay.
So Ash Blake, a 16-year-old student at the Academy whose dragon Par hasn't fully awakened at the beginning of the series. He is also he is known as a problem child due to his tendency to react violently to any perceived insult to his yet-to-be-born dragon.
It's a great way to it's a great way to figure or react to any response or any actual anything.
Despite his poor reputation, he has an unusual talent, a phenomenon called chalice, that makes him the only human, aside from his sister Linda, able to ride other people's dragons. So that was
Not a possible thing. I thought it was just random. You can all ride any dragon.
you can only ride the one that you summon.
Huh.
As a child, he had no interest in becoming a breeder, which is what they consider people that raise dragons. But he met Sylvia Latremont, who was determined to be a breeder by chance during the orphan rite and assisting her in finding the mother dragon. After finding the mother dragon, he is chosen to become a breeder, not Sylvia. He was given the dragon Par, later named Echo, by the mother dragon, who was aware of his ability to ride any dragon. After saving the town during the Necromancia incident, he is defied,
Maybe deified.
deified probably, yeah, be deified, as the arc-bearing Silver Knight, which corresponds to a noble rank. He is later knighted by Paladin Oswald, granting him the title Draganoa, shortly after accepting the position of Student Council General Affairs. He is also called the Knight of Avalon, due to him being Echo's master. In the second year, he takes the Student Council president position, where he becomes the founder of the Independent Order of the Avalon Knights.
Man, quite a mouthful.
A little bit. We have Echo. Echo is a special dragon Par who takes on the form of a human girl. Although she develops a fondness for Ash, she treats him as though he was her servant and not the other way around, much to his annoyance. Echo is fully aware that Ash is her master and that she is his pet, as she describes herself, but she doesn't want to admit it because of her pride. She also believes that if she submits, that she will be nothing but a tamed pet to Ash, and not a friend type character.
Man, I guess.
Echo assesses Dragonweiss, a place where she can gather the ability to give Ash a magical suit of armor known as the Arc, and when she does, they also receive an arc weapon infused with elemental power. She is later revealed to be the imperial princess of the Emperor's family of Avalon's holy dragons, and her full name is Echo Aurora Christina Pendragon Lena Anharusa Ilya Roransuva Lillian Muriel Octavia Robentine de la Rosa.
So she is Hispanic. I'm about to ask, is she Hispanic? Is quite a Hispanic long name.
It goes on. Resuperansu Van de Compostela Avalon.
Sheesh.
According to the Mother Dragon,
Well, Echo for sure.
Yes. According to the Mother Dragon, Echo is both human and dragon. This was arranged in order for her to breed with Ash and save the dragon race from extinction.
Ew. Gross.
I told you. I told you. But yeah, that's Dragnar Academy for you.
There you go.
It's a boy that wants to sleep with his dragon, basically.
Isn't it the girl that has to sleep with the...
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot of fan service in this anime, so Just as a heads up to anybody that watches it. It's not a bad anime per se. It's just not usually something I would have watched, generally, if not asked for.
Well,
Like I said, it's not bad. The graphics and stuff like that, or like the animation itself is pretty good. But I don't know. I've never been into the harem animes, really.
my whole life is a harem.
Yeah, you and your 10 fingers.
Reverse harem.
You're part of that
I'm
harem.
part of the actual harem. I got exhausted.